At a point in the CPL season where it's sink or swim, the Morehead City Marlins are sinking pretty fast. Another tough loss to the Tri-City Chili Peppers 6-5, and we're here to break it down on the Marlins postgame show. Christian Doms alongside Lance Williams and Trey Keenis. Now Morehead City has lost 7 of its last 8 games, and Lance, the offense did come to show up again tonight for Morehead City. 10 hits as a team, but once again, the wheels just fell off towards the end of the game.
Yeah, they did. That go-ahead run scored by Tri-City. I mean, Keaton Ray, that guy was brilliant today. He had, 3 hits? He's now on a 7-game hitting streak. This is a Tri-City team that came into this game with the worst record in the CPL, but that's not because of Keaton Ray, the all-star outfielder. I get it, he was the DH today, but he was swinging everything out of that bat. Hit a home run in the second inning, had the base hit in the 9th. He stole second, showed off the wheels, and him stealing second was enough for him to get brought in by the catcher Cooper Clapp. So Keaton Ray was the difference maker for Tri-City, and then for Morehead City, they left the bases loaded once. They left 2 on there in the back end of that game as well. Just not enough despite out-hitting Tri-City.
Despite the 5 runners left on base across those final 2 innings, there still were a couple of players for Morehead City who really stepped it up on the offensive end, Trey. You look to a guy like Logan Lau, the shortstop, going 3 of 3 from the plate. His 3rd game this season with 3 or more hits. Ronan Donahue as well, 3 or 4 from the plate. And then Jaden Novak slugging his first home run of the season. This is a Morehead City group that still is getting consistent production through its 1 through 9 guys.
Yeah, I think that's the frustrating thing about tonight's ballgame, Chris. You mentioned Lau with his third game of the summer with 3 or more hits. You talk about Donahue going 3 for 4 tonight. His first game of the summer with 3 hits in a ballgame, and then Jaden Novak obviously with the solo shot. Unfortunately for tonight, it just wasn't enough. I know that Lance mentioned obviously you left the bases loaded, then you had 2 runners on there later on in the game, but this is a team that was 3 for 5 with runners in scoring position tonight. So I thought that was enough for this team to be able to come out on top. But unfortunately, this Tri-City team, talk about Keaton Ray, he was a thorn in the Marlins side, and he was able to take advantage of Morehead City time and time again. And that's just the thing with Morehead City. Now they moved to 1-5 in 1-run games in the month of July, 1-9 in games decided by 2 runs or less. So this is a team that's not really used to winning close games. When they do win, it's really in commanding fashion. So we now move to the point in the summer where you talked about sink or swim, and a team that is truly sinking. Wilmington wins tonight. They have a 3-game lead over the Marlins. Morehead City having to win out and have the Sharks lose out for the Marlins to make the playoffs. So at this point, it's really do or die. The good news is they have an off day tomorrow to really recollect and regroup themselves for what's going to be the toughest 4-game stretch of the summer. There really is no room for error at this point.
Morehead City needs a real big turnaround across the final 4 games of the CPL regular season. Lance, this team with the rest day tomorrow, but going into these final 4 games, what's going to be the real difference maker if Morehead City wants a shot at the playoffs?
I think it's pitching. I mean, they've lost their last 4 games now. A lot of struggles on the mound. Today wasn't a bad game. They had the 6 runs allowed, but a couple of them were unearned, so also have to tie up those fielding mistakes. And then for the offense, I get it. They've played now 44 games. A lot of these guys are exhausted, but Trey mentioned, now or never. You have to swing the bat, and you have to stand poised on the mound. They've got to lock in. And 2 games against Wilson as well. The second-ranked team, or the second-place team in the East Division, the Marlins, 1-3 against the Tops this season, a team that has outmatched them more times than not. Should be a tough task, but a task that the Marlins need to complete if they want to make it back to the postseason.
Morehead City in danger of missing the playoffs in back-to-back seasons for the first time since 2015, but a chance for the Marlins to get back in the win column against the Tops on Wednesday. First pitch from the Rock is scheduled for 6:30. The final Motorboaters game of the 2025 season as well. Last time we might see one of Morehead City break out the 3 alter egos. Myself and Lance will have the call for you on Flow Sports. Make sure to tune into that, as well as following our social media accounts. That's at MHC Marlins on both Instagram and Twitter. But for now, signing off from The Rock, I'm Christian Doms alongside Lance Williams and Trey Keenis. The Fish lose it to the Chili Peppers 6-5.